That did not take long at all. Alright, we are out on our second trip of the year, and it's not daytime. I picked that light up on Amazon. I got it linked below if you want it, but it lights up this whole Eskimo 450 like it's the middle of the day. As you guys can see, it's about 5:45 in the morning. It's about 8 degrees, so I don't have any traps out yet. I just got the shack up because the wind is 22-mile-an-hour gusts. So we're gonna go a little bit slow and keep warm when we get everything out. Well guys, I just went and got one hole drilled in the trap in, and the flex drill that I've been using with that Jiffy torch just crapped the bed. So it looks like I need to grab the chisel and make the other 4 holes with that. And maybe I can take a look at that drill, but the chuck is just free spinning as soon as the auger hits the ice. So I know a lot of people use the Milwaukees or DeWalt's with that torch bit. I bought the Flex a couple years ago, and I've been using that, and we've never had issues. Actually, I preferred that one last week over the DeWalt with the turbo mode, but right now it's letting me down. So luckily I have the chisel, so I can go ahead and get that out and try to make something of this day. But one trap's in the water, so that's one less hole I gotta chisel out. It's about 4 or 5 inches of ice, so it shouldn't be horrible. Just a little bit of old school manual labor. So I wish the kids were here to help. Alright, here's your 6:45 update. It's windy. It's probably cold, but because I've chiseled out 3 holes, I'm pretty warm. I have 4 traps in right now. I have 1 more trap. I'm gonna wait until it's daytime or daylight to put that out. I might see if I get a couple flags in one area. Obviously I'm not going to move holes a bunch today like I normally would if we weren't getting flags, so I'm going to save that 5th trap, and when I kind of get an idea if the fish are to my right or my left or out deeper, if that's where I'm getting the flags, that's where I'll put the 5th one. So for now we're just waiting for the sun to come up. We don't even really need the heater right now, but I'm gonna grab something to drink and we'll wait on the flags. Definitely let this be a lesson to always have backup. So if I was going really far from home, I would have brought 2 drills, or I would have brought my ion, and I would have been able to go back to the truck and get it. I knew I had the chisel this time, and I haven't had any issues for, this is the 3rd year using that Flex. So I thought I was good, but I knew I had the chisel. That's why I left the other drill at home this time. But if it wasn't for that decision, I would have had to pack everything back up after being set up, or sit here with 1 trap in the water all day. Either way, it wouldn't have been fun, but thankfully I'm aware of my bad luck, and I brought a chisel with me to check the ice and knew I could use that as a backup for holes. So we're good to go for the day. Well, I got good news, and I got news that's going to make me look stupid. I drilled 1 hole, and I had issues with the, not the Jiffy torch, but the Flex drill. Put it back in the shack, got my spud bar, and I went and chiseled out 3 holes. Decided to wait until the sun came up to do my 5th one and decide where I want to put it. So I decided to mess with the drill a little bit. The settings on the drill must have got spun in my backpack on the way out, and that's why it sounded like it was stripping out. So I just chiseled 3 holes for nothing, and I'm still going to wait a little bit to put the 5th trap in, but at least I get to use the auger when I do it. I got my exercise in, nothing wrong with that, but good to know that my drill didn't crap the bed. But still, like I said before, always have a backup plan, especially when you're far away from home or taking a long walk in like we did this morning. So go ahead and laugh. My bad. Alright guys, so I just moved my trap since my auger's running again, and I walked over to the shack, turned around, and the one I moved just popped up. So hopefully we'll get something on that. I'm hoping it didn't pop up because I set it down. Nope, it's spinning. When I moved it, I didn't put the flag up, so I thought maybe I could have set it off when I walked away. It spun just like a half spin. And of course, he swallowed it. So got that pretty decent size. We'll get them back. It's cold out. Cold out. Oh. Wow. Ouch. Let's zip that pocket up. Oh, I would have went home. All right, let's we'll go put a new hook on this in the shack. Oh, I mean, it would have been on camera, but oh, that would have sucked. I'd say that was about 6 inches from going right down the hole. There's an eagle right there. I don't think you guys will be able to see it with this. See if it flies over us. That was a decent size, so I'm ticked it swallowed the hook, but we'll hurry up and get a hook on it. That's the first flag of the day. 950, so definitely different than last week. Let's get a hook on this, and maybe that'll be our spot for the day. Well, the wind is now blowing traps out of holes, so I don't know if this is actually a flag or not. There you guys go. Get her back. I just went around and moved everything. Not moved everything, but broke free all the ice out of the holes. Got back to the shack, turned around, that was tipped over. All the ice on top is hard. There's nothing for these traps to sit in, like snow. So I wasn't sure if that was a fish or not, but nice little one. It's the second one of the day. My hands are freezing because I just broke everything over. I did move some line up and down in the water column. So gotta get more bait back on this and warm the hands up after. Guys, I'm jigging. Oh, I think oh, I was just jigging. I can see bottom. So I decided to try jigging a little bit. not the only one in there. I think there's a bigger one. Oh, we got another flag. Another decent one right there. Oh, my hands are frozen. My hook fell off. When I pulled it out, I must have cut it. Try to tie this with freezing hands. See how that works for me. Alright, we gotta go get this other one back in the hole. I don't know if I left the worm hanging in the hole where we were jigging with a line a little bit. Maybe I don't have any line left on this. My hands are officially so cold that I can't feel them, so I guess that's good. Oh, my trap just blew right over. That's one of the holes that I had to chisel out, so it's not perfectly round. And it's got hard ice all the way around the outside of it. So it's no good place for the trap to sit. I should have kicked all the pieces of ice away from the hole after I chiseled it out, but I didn't. It's too late now. So this was the one we were jigging, and I left the line in, and oh, let's go. Look at that. This was the one I kept seeing going past the hole. That's number 5 right there. Put it back in. Now that's 3 fish out of this hole. 2 of them we jigged up. But when we first started jigging, I kept seeing a bigger one go past the hole. And then we caught that little one. And then we got that flag and had to deal with that, tying that hook on. And then the trap tipped over. And I came back here and I noticed a bunch of line was out. And I couldn't remember if I threw the hook with the worm back in the hole when we went over there, or if I left it on the ice. Well, good thing I threw it back in, because that was the nicest one of the day. That's number 5. So what started off as a pretty bad day is turning out to be pretty good. Flag number 6. Starting to get flags now that I'm starting to organize. Think about getting ready to head home. I'm gonna be very careful, because this is one of the holes I chiseled and it ain't very big. It's not spinning at all. flags, 6 fish. Another decent one. Let him go. I gotta keep the camera down low because the wind's blowing you guys over. So we're inside the shack and I pulled a trap. And because I was jigging out there, I guess I decided I'm gonna sit in here and jig a little bit. Let's see if we can catch something in the shack. That did not take long at all. Look at that. Man, I almost didn't let me turn the other camera on. It's warm in here, so look at that. That's the biggest one of the day inside the shack. That's awesome. So I don't know how I'll be able to edit this, but basically I wanted to record a short in here setting up a tip up, and that way for people that have never done it, they could see. And so I went and pulled the trap because I can only have 5 lines in, and because we were jigging out there and we caught that couple fish, I decided after the video to sit here and jig, and I caught that thing within minutes of sitting in here. I saw it swim by the hole a couple times, and I got a another camera set up. There you go. That's new. Alright guys, that's about a wrap for today. Catching that fish in the shack just put the cherry on top for my day. That's 7 fish, 8 flags. We get out here around 5. It's quarter after 12 right now. Obviously we couldn't see anything till probably 6:30, so I'd say that's a pretty good day. And we stayed warm in the old Eskimo Outbreak 450 XD. And I'm going to start just picking up and getting the shack down, and if I get a fish, we'll definitely film it, but I'm just going to take my time and do this. With the wind blowing like this, you really want to be careful taking these shacks down, or you'll end up down in the cove somewhere. So if this is it, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, and I will link all the gear I use down below, so go ahead and hit that link. The bell, get notified every time we post a video. It's still early. This is already our 2nd trip. We're gonna have some fun. We got a derby coming up, so we'll see you guys on the next one.